On the South Shore, a Marshfield man today convicted of murder. This case centered around a crash that killed a 13-year-old girl. Boston 25 News reporter Lisa Pappas is standing by live in Plymouth, where the jury's decision was reached.
Yeah, and this was an emotional moment inside the courtroom today. A legal expert tells me this guilty verdict could set an example for future homicide cases involving drunk drivers.
Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
An emotional reaction from the crowd in this Plymouth courtroom Tuesday as a jury finds Gregory Goodsell guilty on all counts, including second-degree murder. Prosecutors say the Marshfield man was driving drunk and high on cocaine when he crashed into another car, killing 13-year-old Claire Zisserson.
He could only be found guilty of murder if he had intent.
Legal expert Peter Elkin says this guilty verdict for second-degree murder is a big deal. Usually defendants face manslaughter charges in a case like this, but for the jury to find enough evidence that Goodsell had intent to kill could set a precedent.
It really would send a message to people driving drunk that you could be charged with murder.
Elkin says the defense argued Goodsell was so intoxicated there was no way for him to have the intention to kill anybody that day. But after a 2-week trial and 10 hours of deliberations, the jury sided with the prosecution, finding enough evidence for murder.
What the prosecution's argument is that he should have reasonably known that when you get yourself that intoxicated and out of it, and then get behind the wheel of a car, you should know, even if you don't want to kill somebody, that that behavior could result in the death of someone.
This all happened in December of 2019. Police say Goodsell was leaving a work Christmas party and driving a company truck when he sped through a red light, slamming into the other car at this intersection in Pembroke. Inside the other car was Claire with her mother and 13-year-old friend. All were seriously hurt, and Claire died from her injuries. Now, Goodsell will be sentenced here next week, and he faces at least 15 years in prison for that second-degree murder charge. Live in Plymouth, I'm Lisa Pappas for your local station, Boston 25 News.